I'm getting reverb on the computer.
Okay. Hello, folks. He's getting reverb on the computer. Welcome to tonight's modified. I guess we could call it Wildcard Wednesday, because what I mean is it's Wildcard as long as it's strong lager. And a strong lager can be, we said, anything above 5.5% alcohol, 5.5 or above. It could be macro, micro, middle crow, foreign, import, flavored, not flavored. It doesn't matter. 2 qualifications: be a lager and be strong. Now, and 5.5 is, just barely strong. So tonight, I'm in Louisiana. Jeremy is in Arkansas. We're going to head back west, but heading east, we got John and Illy in Georgia, Empire State of the South. Heading northeast, we got Michael Komaroff in New York, in the Western Long Island area, the very far Western Long Island area, Brooklyn. Then one of the 5 boroughs, New York City, and then even further northeast in New England, in New Hampshire, we have Bumpy Road Brewery. And then out west in the mountains, we have Brian with Thrash Metal. Did I do that right?
Yeah. Thrash Metal Homebrew.
Thrash Metal Homebrew. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine.
All right. Now, I'll tell Michael real fast. I've got Pabst Extra.
Ooh.
It's a strong lager. Most people can't seem to get it yet.
I can't get it. I've looked.
This is a weird company. It might show up in your area. You might get it and go back to get the next 12 pack and never see it again. So I figured if I don't buy it now, I may never see it again. Oh, now out west, also closer in, but in the Great Plains, we have, I'll say closer in to me, most of us, but it's all relative to where your location is. But we have Robert, the Whiskey Scout in Kansas.
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Bringing Milwaukee's best ice, 5.9% alcohol by volume.
Whoa.
24-ounce can.
ABV is not disclosed. I mean, IBU is not disclosed. Same thing for mine, Michael. The IBUs, I don't know. It's probably about 18 to balance out any sweetness. Now, Jeremy, you were right up here, the first guy to join. So what do you have?
All right, I have a Steel Reserve. This is the 6% instead of the 8% one. 211 High Gravity. Haven't tried this one yet. I've tried the 8 and really didn't care for it too much.
Yeah, a little strong. Now, the one you're drinking came out in 2003.
Yeah, and I think the other one came out in 1998. Yeah. And it's just got water, barley malt, corn syrup, yeast, and hop extract. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I've never tried this one.
Yeah, that's the only one we get here in Louisiana. Now, John and Neely, you joined. Michael Komaroff joined right after Jeremy. It was like almost a split second after. Boom, boom. So what do you have, Michael?
A dead mic.
There we go. Mine is only 5%, so I'm a little bit underachieving, but it's a lager from Rhode Island, and I think it's brewed in Rochester, but it was originally brewed in Rhode Island. Narragansett, it's 5%, but it is a lager.
Michael's an administrator. John Neely's an administrator now. Could you kick him out because he didn't bring a strong?
I'm going to get booted for the half a point. That's okay. 12 IBUs also.
Oh. Is that what by 2? Is that what that 211 stands for? 211 IBUs on
that? There's some controversy about what that means.
Okay.
Yeah. Something about a Los Angeles police department code for like a homicide. I think something like that. But they say no, it's the medieval term for steel. Whatever. Okay, so Michael's got an honorable mention, but that's okay because you're here and you were saying that you thought it could be a little difficult for yourself. So
Pour some whiskey in there; it'll be good.
he's got that. He's got the Philadelphia whiskey that he went.
I have that upstairs.
And
There
he
you
went,
go.
he went and bought that. He could fortify his beer. He went and bought that stuff just for our hangout one time, and he's not even a whiskey person. So I said, I'm proud of him because
Oh yeah,
people would not do that.
It was decent for the price too. It was very reasonably priced.
Yeah, and a really historic brand as well. Now let me try to get this right. I think Bumpy Road joined us the next. I could
I think Thrash did.
Thrash Metal Homebrew. Okay.
I think.
I didn't get enough sleep last night, honestly. I'm not joking about that. I'm serious.
Just run down the line. That's fine.
Well, I'll start the process now. It's too
All
late.
right. Anyway, this is a homebrew. This is keg. This is it's a lager that I created out of what I call a kitchen sink mix, where I have leftovers from other brews, and what I do is I put together a recipe that will complement a certain style, and that's what this is. It's a 6.3%. It has Pale Two Row, Crystal 20, and Carapils for malts, and El Dorado for the hops, and it comes out to, like I said, 6.3% with just under 30 IBUs. So this is like probably the 6th pint drawn off. It's looking pretty good. I keep it at 32 degrees. It's got good lacing on it.
Wow. How long do you lager?
This one was lagered for 3 months, but it wasn't lagered at lager temperatures. It's a little bit higher, about 10 degrees higher, because I don't have a lagering fridge. So probably about 50. Usually it's around 50 degrees that you lager at. This one was lagered at 63 maybe.
So it'd be a somewhat different beer if you had the proper lagering facilities, right?
Exactly. If I had a lagering fridge that was free, I could put it in there and control the temperature. Use the correct lagering yeast as well, instead of having a more of a warm type of warm temperatured lager yeast that a lot of people use nowadays to cheat.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost like a cold.
Kind of, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Depends on what yeast you use.
Yeah, you're right. Lager yeast or ale yeast.
Yep, because the lager yeast are bottom fermenting yeast, and the
ale top.
ales are top. Yeah, different flocculations.
Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, that's really fascinating. Now, cheers to you. And now, up the bumpy road we drive.
Right. What I'm bringing is Trogs Independent Brewing, the Troganator, which is a Doppelbock.
That's an awesome beer.
8.2% ABV. It's 25 IBUs. It says they use Magnum and German Northern Brewer hops. So,
Jesse, when I was able to get Trogs a few years ago, I bought a bottle of that, and it was so great.
this one is its expiration date is in September. So,
Oh yeah,
it's had some age on it, but I think they put them out yearly.
Wow. Being so strong like it is, it'll probably do fine, don't you think? Now, John and Neil A. is in Georgia.
All right. Well, I thought we were doing light beer tonight, so I brought a
What the heck?
Bud Light Platinum. So a light, strong lager. Yeah. So a light, strong lager at 6% alcohol. It's been a couple years since I've had this. Well, maybe not a couple years. It's been a while since I've had this. And it's triple filtered for your enjoyment.
I knew you were setting this up. All right. But that was brilliant, really. That was pretty good. I set up my friend David too. If you watch that video, because he always says, Bud Light Platinum. I hated that beer. I hate that beer. And I was like, I'm gonna get him. So we did a blind taste test one time, and he had no clue, and he was like, "Man, this beer is really good," and he just went on and on bragging about how good it was. He's like, I was like, "You ready to see what it is?" He said, "Yeah," and I showed it to him. Oh, he couldn't believe it. But he was happy, but he was shocked. You know, that was the best blind beer thing we did yet. And he did a few videos with me that I just posted this past week too, by the way. Let's see. So that brings us to, I believe I'm correct, Robert, the Whiskey Scout.
I went to the store today and I bought this, and I bought an Earthquake High Gravity.
Oh no.
10%. And I paid 93 cents for the Milwaukee Best Ice, and I paid $1.30, I think it was, for the Earthquake. I just can't, I don't know about that Earthquake stuff. I've heard bad things, so I didn't want to open it. So we'll stick with the Milwaukee's Best Ice.
I got to tell you that they have improved Earthquake quite a bit. It used to be an atrocity of mankind.
Oh, really? Well, the date on this one is October 14th, 19. So we should be good on as far as being in date, and 5.9%. I've never had it before. So I've had Milwaukee's Best before, but I've never had Milwaukee's Best Ice. So this will be a new adventure for me.
No.
I like that beer. That's been on the market since 1994. Earthquake High Gravity, man. Look, you have to get it dead cold. I mean cold. But it does have some argument now for an actual legitimacy, legitimacy. 10 years ago, I would have said, no way, never. And they used to make the 12%. And that's the only non-spoiled beer. Because one time I had a rancid beer that made me ill. But that's the only beer I ever drank that came back up.
Oh, wow.
Earthquake 12%. But thankfully, it's been discontinued to my knowledge. But all right. So here we go with the strong lagers, except for one which might be fortified. All right, now, well, it would be kind of an interesting experience. Whiskey fortified beer. I don't suppose I've ever done that.
Be nice.
This head has dissipated, but it's got that typical kind of Pabst Miller type clinging head. The appearance on this is gold. Now look, that's gold. That's not straw there. That's gold. You can see that. We're going to read comments later, so don't worry, viewers, you are not being ignored. The aroma, well, I asked my friend David, what do you think? He says, now is my audio okay, y'all? I mean, my, what do you call it? Yeah, audio.
Yeah. Here you
go. Was the Pabst Extra 6%, Jay?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Michael. And it just came out 2019, literally only weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks the most. The aroma is it's very muted. My friend David picked up on it quickly, though. He said it smells like Pabst, and I was shocked. I said, "You cheated. You looked at the can." No, I didn't. He said, "You know how Pabst has that Chardonnay wine aroma?" I said, "Oh yeah, because they use that kind of funny yeast that they like super secret, But it does kind of have that, but the flavor, the main thing I'm picking up here is not the Chardonnay wine twang that you get with the regular Pabst Blue Ribbon, but here it's a very intense bread. It's like drinking bread. And at 6.5, if you drink enough of these, everybody's going to notice that you drank bread without even asking, because your body's going to show it. It's going to be one of those fattening products with a little fermented nature to it, like bread fermented. Bitterness, well, I don't suppose that's really coming into play except for balancing purposes. It's mostly a round beer. It's a round, strong. lager. It is coming back, Michael. That little.
No, I'm not surprised. And I can keep muting myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a shame. All right, I can't talk because you remember my situation 2 years ago. It's a round, robust, strong, bready, fermented bready beer. Interestingly, they don't call it malt liquor. It's the first time I can recall that they've got one of these out on the market and they're just calling it beer. It says it right there on the label, beer. And I thought that was illegal, but apparently things have changed. So I was impressed by that. And they're saying full-bodied flavor. There's no doubt about it. And but then you get all that talk about only the finest ingredients and all that. Well, you know, we're not too sure about that. But so I'm enjoying it. Wouldn't want to drink it all the time. It's a little too heavy, a little too full-bodied, you know. But I think they did a good job with it. Okay, so that's it for me, and I'll give a score in a little bit. I'm very pleased. All right, Jeremy.
All right. You can see no head at all on this one. It was a slight one, and it just slowly went. But look at the carbonation.
Oh yeah, it's racing, huh?
Yeah, it's really highly carbonated, amber color. Let's get a nose on this one. It just smells like a lager to me. Just smell corn. Just graininess. I don't know. We supposed to do the taste test on this yet, or are we just talking about it?
Sure.
I always get confused on what part we're at. But anyway,
That's right.
let's take a taste.
It'll be like Speed Racer. I'll be your eyes and you could be my feet. You be like Racer X and I'll be Speed. Okay.
It's a lot of sweetness on this one, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. Mostly picking up on the graininess and the sweetness of the corn, I guess. I don't know. They do use corn syrup though, right?
Yeah.
So,
but like Miller says, not high fructose.
right. It's not bad at all for. It's way better than the 8%. I mean, beyond way better. It's comparison. I could drink these easily. So
I can buy a 6-pack of those darn things, Jeremy. 6-pack of pint cans for $4.28.
Whoa. I don't think I can get them for that price.
Yeah, and the body's not too heavy, is it?
No, it's kind of a medium to light body. Hey, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all for what it is, you know. I'll give you a rating later on, but it's good for what it is. One of the better ones I've as far as malt liquor that I've drank.
Yeah, and this lady that lives across the street from me, I bought her a 6-pack of that about in April. And she said, I never heard of Steel Reserve. And she's unaware of all that kind of stuff. And so I said, well, it's made by Miller. Okay. I said, you want to get it good and cold? Well, she poured one in a wine glass because she was going to drink it out the can. I said, no, pour it in a glass. You know, let's do this right. Okay. So she tries it. She's 74 years old. So she says, whoa, this is really good. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, you see? Okay.
It's not bad at all.
I'm glad you like it. I knew you'd like it. I've told you you'd like it. Okay, now, Michael.
Okay, this is what it looks like in the glass. So it's also that same kind of golden color.
Yeah.
The carbonation is fairly high. You see the bubbles going up and down. The head is just very slim, white head. And let me get a nose on it. You're getting the cereal grains in this as well. It smells like other lagers. A little bit bready in the nose as well. Let me taste it. The taste follows the nose. Very drinkable. Bready taste as well. Nothing objectionable. Pretty nice.
Just not your kind of thing, not your bag.
Not my favorite thing, but if I went to a party and somebody said I have a Narragansett, I would drink it.
Okay.
That's right. I would drink it.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about strong lager. You know, over in England and Great Britain, that would be considered a strong lager because the law got changed about 10 years ago, where they said, okay, anything 5% or above is a strong beer, and there's going to be this big old tax. So all the beer companies decided all of a sudden that their beer was no longer 5%. So Budweiser dropped from 4.85 to 4.8. Carlsberg went from 5 to 4. So in England, if you drink a 5% beer, they're going to say, "Whoa, you're drinking a strong one tonight, old boy." You know, so it's kind of interesting, huh? And in America, people would say 5%. That's
they would laugh at you and they would say it's session. Why are you only drinking a session? You should be attacking. And I usually attack, but tonight I'm laid back.
On the attack mode tonight.
Yeah, like over in England, they might drink 3.8% beers, 3.8, but
Really?
they might drink 20 of them, you know. But only problem. They're not known for oh, Bazam, it's on now.
We're in trouble.
It looks like
It's Lance the Lush.
it's Lance. Hi, Lance.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
All I want to say right now on the World Wide Web is get ready, Lush fans, because Lance is in the house tonight.
Yeah, I'm just visiting just oh so briefly. I want to stop by and say hello.
How's it going? You doing all right?
I'm doing well. Just busy working. I just moved, as you can see. The lighting sucks, but I'm getting there.
You got your blinds in.
Yeah, look at mine. I know that.
But Lance is about to get back in the saddle again.
Actually, I am because I'm back to a halfway decent internet provider, so I can actually start streaming again.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
Yes, it does.
Got a good picture.
Yep.
Oh yes. What is going on with this light?
Hey, Lance, do you have a strong? Oh Lord,
Have the what?
do you have a strong lager?
No, actually, no. Just drinking Milwaukee tonight.
Yeah, we'll consider it.
Packed up.
Old Milwaukee?
Yeah, I'm doing the Beast tonight.
Oh wait! Show us that beer. That's a strong lager. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Well, not strong to me. I mean, it's no natty or anything, but it's.
But Lance, we not you. That's a strong lager.
You got me there, Jay.
That's 5.9, folks. This man, he's drinking 5.9 tonight. That ain't strong. All right. You're in the mix, man. All right. We're going to get back to you. Now, how's your beer coming along there, Thrash Metal, Brian?
Oh, good, man. So I topped it off. Not that it was losing head or anything. I filled it up about 4 or 5 minutes ago. It's got some pretty good lacing going on. It's very drinkable. Are we doing ratings right now, or we're just?
We're going to come back around. We're going to come back
Okay,
around
cool.
for that.
But it's really really good on the palate. It's got a nice little bite to it. It's not overwhelming at all, but I would call this like a Pilsner punch, where it's you got that Pilsner lager taste to it, but it's got a little bit more hot punch because of the being a homebrew. So, but the color's really nice. It's got that honey straw color to it. Nice white head on it, and it's it holds up really good. Good malt forwardness.
Sounds good. Now, John and Nilly, how's that light lager coming along?
All right, so the Bud Light Platinum, light golden color, poured with a fizzy head, which dissipated pretty quickly. The aroma, pretty standard. You're getting the barley malt, bready notes on the nose. Really not picking up any hops. It smells pretty standard. It's like a standard macro lager for the most part. I don't remember the head doing that last time I had it, but I mean there are some bubbles going up the glass, but the head, the head fizzed away like soda pop. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
It's a good light beer right there.
This man's a comedian.
So nice and malt forward, getting some white bread notes in the middle of the sip. There is maybe a kiss of hops on the finish to balance it out, but it's definitely more malt forward. The body is pretty light for 6%. Carbonation is light to almost medium. It's an enjoyable beer. It's been a while since I've had it. We can buy the singles here. These, what is this, a 24-ounce bottle?
Yeah, same
I think
here.
it was like $1.99. So I buy it every once in a while, but it's been a while, and it's an enjoyable lager. 6%. If I already said that, is masked exceptionally well. You're not getting any booziness with this one. So a good beer.
Yeah, and you know what's weird about that beer? And some of the home brewers that are in this group are gonna like this. Well, they might hate it, but they might find it interesting. They use cane sugar in it. I was like saying, what? But that's what they use in it, cane sugar from sugarcane stalks. I was like, wow.
That is,
kind of an odd adjunct, right?
Yeah. Unless, you're like a Belgian beer or something, but for a lager, it's kind of odd.
Yeah, but it's right there on tap into your beer. I read it. Yep. Cane. I said cane sugar. I said, well, you never know. Okay. Let's see. Jesse.
Yes. All right. So with the Trogs, I had poured it already a while back. So the head did not last on this, as you can see. I tried swirling it a little bit. It couldn't regenerate anything. When there was a little bit of head, basically it wouldn't really leave lacing on the glass, but it was leaving kind of like alcohol legs. The aromas, I'm going to go through them real quick because I've already had time to write everything down. I'll smell it for so everybody. Okay, so it's I get some like caramel to toffee type notes, and then I also get kind of like a chocolate prune in the aroma for the flavor. I pick up on like a dark bread, like kind of a grain note as well. There's a bit of a burnt note, kind of like there's some kind of like burnt sugar substance in it. There is a little presence of an alcohol flavor afterwards, which is also has a bitterness with it as well. So that's that.
Wow.
We'll come back to scoring afterwards as I swap
Mosquitoes.
Chocolate outside.
When I was in the kitchen, I heard I could hear you fine, but I said chocolate prune. Wow, what I picked up with that beer. I believe, if I remember my review from 2013, I said, I believe it was then. I said it had almost like nougat, like you get with the Three Musketeers bar.
Okay, the chocolate nougat, not like the Charleston Chew where it has that.
No, like that Three Musketeers bar.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that's made from, like whipped sugar or something, but it was fascinating, Too bad we can't get it anymore. All right, going on. The Whiskey Scout.
I've been looking on this can. I can't see anywhere where it says lager.
Show me that can again. Yeah. Now, if you had Keystone Ice, it would say ale, and Keystone Ice has always said ale. I'm pretty sure it says lager.
Yeah, it says ale right here in little bitty small words. I just assumed it was a lager.
I think sometimes they'll put on their ale in Texas because Texas is a kind of like
I can't place it anywhere yet.
has screwball laws. But
Yeah.
but I think Milwaukee's best, no matter what the label says. I think it is a lager. And,
Well, I figured it was.
hey, Thrashman.
Oops, that was me. Sorry. Unmute yourself. Sorry.
Oh, that's cold. That is so cold.
No, that wasn't on purpose.
I know that. All right.
Hey, Robert,
Hey.
unmute yourself. There you go.
Hey,
How
who,
did I get
who muted me? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, sorry guys, I have a special guest tonight.
Okay.
I
In-
see that.
She
Can
does
you
blind.
hear
Okay.
How's it
Anyway,
going?
okay. Well, it developed a pretty good head when I first poured it, but it's not there no more. It dissipated rather fast. There's some carbonation in it. Straw gold color.
No, I didn't get one.
It's-
Hold on. Now, hold on. I'm going to mute Lance Delustion. That's not a personal thing.
That's what
It's
I was
just-
trying to do, but sorry.
All right, go ahead, Robert.
Okay. Anyway, on the nose, I don't get a whole lot, just a little bit. Like, I think corn note comes to mind on the nose on this,
Yep.
and a little bit of yeast. I get the yeast and some light maltiness, but really it's pretty light and clean on the nose. There's not a whole lot there that I detect. Now, on the palate's a little different. You still get more of the corn note that comes through.
Yeah.
You do get just a touch of the alcohol. I'm not saying that it's real noticeable, but there's just a little bit of touch of the alcohol there. It's just light. I mean, there's not, and there's kind of that little bit of sourness at least in the back of your palate. But other than that, I don't get a whole lot out of this. I got to be honest. It's,
Kind of ho-hum, huh?
yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's nothing memorable either, if that makes sense. I mean, I know it doesn't make sense, but I don't know, maybe I just like stronger beers.
It makes sense because I've had a lot of beers that weren't bad, but I didn't find them particularly remarkable or memorable.
Right. If I went to a party and somebody gave me one of these to drink, that's not a problem. It's not something that I think is bad, but it's just not something that I'm going to probably ever repurchase just for the experience, you know.
Yeah. Now, I like, personally, I like Milwaukee's Best Ice because I do like the flavor, even though it's kind of muted. Okay, I admit that.
Right.
And secondly, although it does have a little twang to it now, but I can get a 6-pack of pint cans for $4.28. So,
Right.
hey, you know,
But it's not bad at all, though, when you think about it. You want something quick and fast.
right?
Yeah.
$4.28 for a 6-pack of pint cans. I can't really fuss.
No.
All right, let's see what they say on the middle. I'm looking on their nutritional information that was updated on just yesterday. Truth be told, no, I'm sorry, a Monday. They updated this on Monday. Let's see, Milwaukee's Best Ice. Let's go right now. That was introduced, like I said, 1994. Here we go. Brand style, American style ice lager.
Okay.
5.9% alcohol, 148 calories. They use water, barley malt, corn syrup, yeast, hops, and hop extract. There you go.
And that's where I get the corn that comes through in that corn syrup. There's a corn note I can get on both the nose and the flavor of this. I mean, there's a minor amount of sweetness to it. It's just really just kind of there.
Now, what about you, Lance?
Well, like the one thing with the corn taste is one of the ones. It's like that sweet corn taste, but it's so far in the background, but you know it's there, and it's really hard to explain. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, because most of that corn syrup gets yeast eats the sugar and it turns into alcohol. So what Miller is saying, this is what Miller's saying. They're saying, look, when you drink the beer, it's really no corn in it. It's all been converted into alcohol. That's their contention. They know the science, so they probably right,
Because they use the corn as an adjunct is why.
Correct.
They say they're putting it in there as a sugar for the corn to eat something and turn it into alcohol. That's what they're
Which is an adjunct. I mean, it's like adding honey to something. The yeast are going to go in there and eat the sugars from the honey. You may be left a little bit of corn, or not corn, but clover or whatever, depending on the type of honey you got when you're like making a meat or whatever. But same thing. It's all it is adjunct. It's add-ons to to do something to the beer, either boost its ABV or give it more body or something else. So that's what it is.
Yeah. Now, Lance, would you like to introduce your partner to us tonight?
Yes. Sorry, guys. This is Michaela or Kiki.
Welcome.
Hi guys.
How you doing? How you doing?
Nice
Hello,
to meet
Kiki.
you all.
Hello.
I just barged in. I was doing my own little thing, stream and things. So I just thought I'd stop by and kind of just see what he was up to. And you guys seem pretty cool. So
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to craft beer.
yeah, literally.
Oh, and folks, I apologize. I didn't mention that these people are being broadcast live from Akron, Ohio.
Right, there you go.
The Buckeye State. Now, let's see. Now, what is Kiki drinking?
Say that one more time.
What are you drinking?
Same as me, actually.
Yeah, actually, I was drinking wine earlier, but
Oh, there you go.
yeah. So I'm kind of a beer girl. It just all depends. I've always been a Bud Light type person or a specialty beer per se, depending on the type of the beer, but I'm always willing to try different beers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Open mind.
went ahead and got Milwaukee, and I was just like, all right, I'll drink that. So.
All right, now, Lance, give us a little rundown. Y'all give us a little rundown of the Milwaukee's best ice, and then we're going to go around and do the scoring.
Yeah, since both of y'all are drinking it, so.
Yeah, well, why not, right?
All right, so as everybody knows, 5.9% alcohol by volume. I mean, I consider it an adjunct. Technically it's an ice.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff we said has that sweet corn aftertaste. It's not there. It's there.
I mean, literally though, it's like when you first drink it, it's a bland taste until you get that aftertaste, like he said. But it kicks in, if that makes sense. The taste kicks in afterward.
Yeah.
And I've noticed too with like Milwaukee. I mean, Natty's the same way with me. It's a lot stronger. I get that weird foam taste in the mornings.
Mm.
It's not hungover. It's like eating foam.
Well,
I know it's a weird way to describe it. That's just me.
But yeah.
Wow.
got me off track on that. I usually just pour it in a glass like this Pilsner glass, and I will get a lot of foam on it, of course, but
See, to me personally, it tastes better in a glass. Versus, I'm drinking a styrofoam, but yeah, you do get a different taste of it, in a glass versus a can or a styrofoam.
Maybe that foam's coming off of the styrofoam.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where your foam taste is coming
the styrofoam.
Yeah.
Me knows out of a glass, but I say, you know what? I'm packing stuff, go straight to a can.
Right.
if you get on the Anheuser-Busch website, they have a really great informational section called Zithology, and they talk about how they say beer should always be, and they've been saying this for over 50 years. Beer should always be poured in a glass because it releases esters. Yeah, it releases esters, and it'll enhance the drinking experience because you want to smell it and taste it as you're drinking it. So when you're just sipping it out the can, you're sort of like watching a movie but only listening to it but not looking at it.
Yeah, you're adding to the effervescence to it too. You're getting that carbonation to stir things up. You get in your head. You're getting all that happiness coming out of the glass.
Oh yes.
So Lance, are you and Kiki enjoying it?
Oh yes, but it's like but like she's gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna help her learn our scene. You know, she wants to learn and she wants to be part of my reviews and everything.
Cool. That's really cool.
That is.
That's awesome.
Lot
All right.
to learn.
There's a lot to learn, but it's fun doing it. Now, since we were talking about Castilian rum, no, I'm just kidding about you.
That's what
Now that would eat the styrofoam, wouldn't it?
You wouldn't have that taste.
I'm a dad, you know, I'm a jokester. I'm a clown. All right. I'm gonna give my beer the Pabst Extra, Michael. You know, I think I will go with I swear I don't remember my original score, but I think I'll go with about 93 out of 100. We're getting into the most excellent area. I think my friend David might go with 92, but then he was fretting because he went back to Walmart. They didn't have it. I said, maybe they just didn't get the restock in, but he was getting a little panicky on that. But he loved it. I loved it. I mean, if I'm paying less than $10 for a 12-pack and it's coming in at a 93 out of 100, I can't fuss. So go, let's go with a 93, Michael. I think that'll work. All right, now going on to Jeremy. What do you have on that Steel Reserve? Your first time ever, the 6% Steel 6.
First off, it's way better than the 8%. The 8% is way lower rating. I'd give it like a C, but this right here, I could live with it. I could drink it. I would give it 84. It's drinkable, very drinkable. Wow. Yeah, I could drink this.
So a solid B. That's nice.
Yeah, this is just something that'll get the job done. You know.
Yeah.
It's not like you're enjoying a stout or anything like that, but I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you know,
it's for everyday drinking. It's very good.
I agree with that. All right, now Michael Komarov, how you scoring that Narragansett? I don't know if you.
I'm going to give it an 85, a solid B.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
And he's being fair too, y'all, because this is not even his kind of item.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay.
It's just the style. You just.
I mean, I'm not running out to get more of it, but I wouldn't turn it down at a party. It's okay.
Right. Being honest, so yeah.
If they're handing it out, you're drinking it, right?
Like I said, if he was in Wales or England or Scotland, it would be considered or Northern Ireland, it would be considered a strong lager. So it does qualify in that context. All right, now let's see, get this right. Brian, how do you score his own beer? Now he's not biased.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm usually not biased especially when it comes to my brews, but this one, I mean, for a throw together, it really came together really good. I'll give it a high B. I'll give it like an 88 or 88. You know, I'd make it again. I mean, it's yummy.
So you're getting into the B plus range.
Yeah, not quite an A. I mean, but it's what I call a pipeline brew that you brew. It keeps the pipeline going. And it works out. It fills the gaps.
I bet you I'd like it. I'd try it and I'd like it. Oh, by the way, folks, anybody watching or participating, if you ever want to join Alcohol Eggs on Facebook, let me know and we'll let you join. You know,
cool.
We'll talk about this stuff on there. Okay, I think Lance is a member, John Anile is a member, Robert's a member, Michael Komaroff's a member, Jeremy. Can't remember everybody.
Yeah, I am.
That's our little group. Yeah. All right. Now, let's see here. How are you scoring it, Jesse?
Okay. I'm gonna. I've been bouncing back and forth. I'm just gonna go with a 40 out of 50. Put this at an A minus. If I want the 100 score thing, what's that? Like a 90 out of 100?
Yeah, A minus. Yeah, that's what.
And I mean, some of that's my memory because I've had other Doppelbocks that I thought troped this one. They just outdid it a little bit more. So, but still an excellent beer. So
Yeah, and that's a good lead into next month because we're doing a conversation about reviewing and scoring beers.
Now you talk about how people score and the scoring in general.
Yeah, right. Like how should you score a beer? Like what? Because we've had controversy in the past over that, and some people even got angry, but like sometimes that's like a big hullabaloo about, oh, well, why do you say this beer is that? And your scoring method is screwball. And I think if you're going to do a scoring method, you should be able to defend it, at least. I don't see why that's a problem, personally. I used to do a different method. I was using the Beer and Me's method, but the Beer and Me is gone. That website is gone. And I had one of my, he was sort of a trollish commentator, really. But he irritated me to no end. But and Johnny Neely remembers all that. I used to tell him, okay. But he did have a good point one time. He said, your scoring is not good and you need to do better. And I was thinking, and I said, yeah, I'm going to adopt a different method. And I did. So you see, even a troll can make you do better. Johnny, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Mr. Greenlee, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
But that was good advice, really, what he said. And I thought, okay, I'm going to change. So about 3 years ago, I started going to that 100-point scale, and it worked out a lot better, actually. And then anyway, why base it on the Beer and Me? They're defunct. Okay, right. But although their paradigm, not their paradigm, their scale was good. It made sense. All right, so let's see. John Nilly.
All right, so Bud Light Platinum is a great, light, strong lager. I really enjoy it. It's got all the right notes, that you want, that you'd expect from a American Adjunct lager. It really doesn't have much of a hop bite on the finish. Maybe a little bit more of a hop bite would balance it out a little bit better. It is more malty, but I like malt forward beers anyway. So I have no complaints there. The 6% is masked. Great. So for me, it's an excellent beer for the style. I'm going to go with the 93 out of 100. It's getting up there. It's a pretty solid A. Back when it was introduced in 2012, I didn't necessarily think I'd be drinking this in 2019. Anheuser-Busch had a lot of beers that have flopped for various reasons, but Busch Signature Copper Lager being one of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's over the years. It sells pretty good, and there's a good reason for it because it's a solid beer. So
it kind of caught on. It kind of caught on, didn't it? Yeah.
It did. Yeah. It's very popular in my area. The singles are at every gas station, and then I think they even have the slim cans here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Michelob Ultra style cans. Yeah.
Yeah, we got those. Yeah. Okay, now let's see. Robert, the Whiskey Scout. I see that.
The longer the can's empty now. There is a little bit of citrus from the hops that's creeping in as I've gotten further into this. I can give it a struggle. It's a high C, low B, so I'm going to give it an 80. Just kind of straddle that line. There's enough flavor that it's not, I don't know. That's as far as I can give it. I can't give it no more than that because I want more flavor in a beer. And this might be because it's not my style of beer. I love a stout. I say that, but I love Hefeweizens, and Hefeweizens are kind of one-note beers, but I love Hefeweizen beer. But that comes from being stationed in Germany and drinking them for 2 years straight. So anyway, long story short, I give it an 80, and it's drinkable. It's not bad. It's just nothing memorable at all.
Put you a little bit of burn, Robert.
When Dr. Dave was on here one time years ago, he was like, I hate those kind of beers. But then he brought one on, and he said at the end, just like you, he said, well, I have to admit, it's not bad. I said, okay.
All right. It goes really good with this bratwurst and mustard.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
The perfect pairing makes it all good.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that. All right, now Lance and Kiki, what do y'all think about that beer? Also,
Well, Kiki, she's back doing her. She has some work she has to do. We're both in agreement. I mean, this beer is made for the masses. It is what it is. Now, I can't speak for her score, but as some of you know, I'm on the Chocoboo scale. I give it an absolute 3.5 out of 5 Chocoboos. Like I said, it is what it is. It's very drinkable. It's just one of those ones to where it's not going to knock your socks off, but it's not bad either. So that's what I got to say about it.
So you're saying kind of so-so. Okay.
Lance is 3.5, like 75 out of 100.
Well, that'd be a 70, right?
Is it? Sometimes it's exact. Sometimes.
Range,
What do you say, Lance?
About the 70 to 75 range. If you had to put in that standpoint, Michael.
Okay.
Could be better, but it'd be a whole lot worse.
I can't wait to do this reviewing and scoring video in a month. All right.
There's a lot of controversy in that video. I already can see it.
Of course, my friend list is probably going to drop a lot. But I'm trying to be, I'm going to try to be very diplomatic. No, but I love talking about that kind of stuff anyway. That's the fun of it, really. If you can't talk about reviewing and scoring and your perception of the beer, why are you even on the internet doing the discussion? You know what I'm saying? That makes sense, right?
Right, it makes sense.
If you can't,
Yeah, I can't wait, Ron. I'm gonna have some Mickey's and some Church's fried chicken ready to go.
Ooh, nice.
Some Taco Bell hot sauces.
There you go.
I'm just saying, you should be able to battle. You should be able to battle, and I don't mean in an ugly way, but come on. You're out here and you're saying, here I am, and then people are saying, well, why are you scoring it that way? Well, I'm mad. I'm leaving. Well, it's like, wait a minute. What is all this?
What is like what I try to do like on my channel? It's like when I give a score, I always try to give an explanation why I gave it the score.
Right.
Right. Stuff like that.
You're giving valid. You're trying to support. You're supporting your contention, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, do you think if let's say Lance DeLush, I'm talking to the Lush fans right now. Let's say you get back into the game. You're back in the saddle. You're in the swing of things. And I'm going to read the comments. I promise you. Do you think Kiki could be a presence in this whole thing?
Absolutely, because she's coming into it like I did. But she's been watching me.
Yeah.
We got together. She has an idea what goes on. And she will have her own opinion on the beers themselves.
Good.
So there'll be a lot of split decisions.
This could be so good. All right. I'm really geared up now. When I was watching your little preview tease video earlier, I was like, oh, yeah. I was so happy, Well, I hope you like your new place. I hope you like the new neighborhood. I hope it works out well for you.
I hope so, too. But it's like, since we're having having a fast internet connection again.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I hope I'll start doing more reviews and more importantly, a lot of the general chats, but it's like, my work schedule just kills me.
Yeah, right. That's a tough job. That's a Cheyenne you got there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, you can say that.
No, I said, is that a Cheyenne that you lit up?
Oh, yeah. No, that's a pyramid. I'm sorry.
Oh, a pyramid. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I didn't feel like going to the gas station. I had to go to Dollar General today to get a ironing board.
Oh, well,
that's no excuse to say screw it.
Yeah, Lance, these Cheyennes here, they're $1.49 still at Family Dollar.
No kidding.
Of course, now they got this ugly government enforced.
Oh, it's a Canadian disclaimer. I've seen
It's sickening. But $1.49, that's the deal, huh? All right. Well, anyway, all right. Back. That's another channel. All right, but Now, let's look at. Now, look. I know some of the people that joined us. I appreciate you joining. I thank you for joining. You're welcome to join anytime. This is an open beer flow. This is open beer flow. Anybody can join. We don't exclude people, you know. I mean, unless you're insane and you either don't stick to the topic or you do bad things. All right. But anyway, but otherwise, you know.
So you're saying I'm barely here?
You just made the cut.
I just barely make. I'm barely making it.
No. What I'm about to say is if you're kind of busy and you have to drop off while I read all these comments, I wouldn't take offense. I mean, I know people got stuff to do, but it's going to take
like the missus. She wants to do something, and I don't know what it is just yet. You know, I got an idea, but I'll leave it at that because it's a family program.
Right. I appreciate you using discretion because that's the better part of valor, especially on my channel. All right.
That's nice that you close the blinds first.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. You guys have a good evening. All right.
All right, Lance. You too.
All right, stay tuned. Next chance.
Cheers, man.
All right,
Later.
man.
All right.
That's good. All right, now let's see. Here's the chat. Cheers, everyone, says Jeremy. It's available here in Central Massachusetts, says Brandon. Craig says, good evening, fellow beer drinkers. Just cracked the 24-ounce Steel Reserve 8.1. Oh, boy. I prefer Molson Triple X, but it's Steel Reserve for tonight. Okay. Brandon Carter says, yeah, Gansett. Craig Swinson says, Michael is not following the rules. Bar Robinson says, hey, guys, just cracked a 16-ounce can of PBR Extra Schlitz, Blue Bull, and Old Milwaukee Ice completing my lineup for tonight. Oh, Bazan, Bart.
Nice.
Jeremy says, cool, Craig. I'm putting rum in the glass, and I'm talking about what people need to drink. Jeremy says, cool, Craig. Jeremy, Michael's still with us. We'll give him a pass tonight. Ha, ha, ha. Craig says, yeah, it's cool. I'm just giving him a hard time. And then, oh, man, what happened to my – hold on. I got to back up a little bit. I'll see what I did wrong. Oh.
It jumped on you?
Yeah, well, that happens when you hit the wrong button. Okay. Jeremy says, yeah, I know. And then Thrash Metal says, cheers to the chat. Craig says, I've done taste tests between Ice House Edge, Steel Reserve, and Hurricane High Gravity, but I get too exuberant to remember the results. He's stealing my line. All right, Jeremy Vincent says, haha, I bet, Craig. And then Drunken One says, here's where you all are. And you could be here, Drunken One.
Yeah, where you at, Drunken One? What
Yeah,
else,
like
man?
Craig says, cheers, thrash metal. I grew up with you, but moved on to black metal and death metal, but I still love you. Okay. All right. I'm still in heavy. Now, Jeremy says, no, we aren't here. Drunken One says, damn it, I'll keep looking for y'all. Oh, all this chit chat. Jeremy says, cheers. A Drunken One, laugh out loud. And then Koda Ibushi says, some sort of Wednesday Wandango going on here, it seems. Bring on the high gravity fueled fist fight. Well, we came close to that a few times. And then Bucky Dent says, hey, where's Ronnie S? Ronnie S said he was going to join tonight. I'm saying it. Hey, Bucky, just drinking a bud. All right. Jeremy Vincent says, Coda, wait around. You might be right. Coda, sup, Bucky? Cheers. Wang, dang. All right. We're going to Craig says, Ron Ontario turned me on to Frank Marino's Mahogany Rush a while ago. Thanks, Ron. Oh, yeah. That was from 1978. Big Mahogany Rush fan here also. Very underrated guitarist, says Bart Robinson. Jeremy Vincent says, heck yeah, Craig. My much older brother got me into them as well. Ever heard of some? Spartan says, I'm from England and I drink cent beer. Mr. Tank says, you. Drunken One says, what a panel. I hope that's a compliment. Bart Robinson says, oh yeah, Jeremy. I'm serious. Paul Robinson says, "Oh yeah, Jeremy, Sad Boy Brown, a blast from the past." Iron Man Spartan says, "We have the 3.8 all the way to 9% in England." Yeah, I know y'all do, but you're gonna pay a lot more tax on the ABV. Jeremy says, "Cool, Iron Man, drunken wine. Why are you not here?" Says Jeremy, and Iron Man says, "Oh yeah," laughing. And then Bucky Dent says, "Thrash metal. You like any death metal?" and then Jeremy says, "I want to go to England someday." I do too, Jeremy.
I do
Iron
too.
Man Spartan. Iron Man Spartan says, "England is great for taking cool photos of old buildings." I live in Oxford. I recommend you visit. Bucky Dent says, "I am not into the Cookie Monster vocals."
See, it's for Cookie. It's good enough for me.
Thrash metal. Thrash metal. Thrash. He says, "I sub to you. Cheers." And then Jeremy says, "My ancestors are from England, and I love their sense of humor too." Iron Man Spartan said, "Thrash metal and barbecue beer. Barbecue. Cheers. I sub back." Thrash metal says, "Thank you." And then Bucky Dent says, "Right back at you." And they're all complimenting each other. And then Thrash metal says, "What's up, drunken one?" And Spartan, Iron Man Spartan, for some reason, I guess he says, "Jesus is Lord." And then Thrash metal says, "Amen." Jeremy says, "Double amen." And then Thrash metal puts a cross there. And drunken one says, "Hey, Thrash. See what happens when people drink." Cypher says, "Aye." And then Cypher says, "What you know about that?" And Jeremy says, I know. I think, laugh out loud. Cypher says, "Life after death. What you know about that?" Jeremy, Vincent, and then it's going all.
We lose it somewhere in there. I don't know what happened.
Right.
That's
I don't know,
Jeremy guy
is
needs
he
to be
quoting?
banned.
Are you quoting Bible verses here?
I'm going to skip over some of that.
Jeremy 11:11.
Cypher says, "Ronald doesn't get drunk. Drunk gets him." Right. And then Cypher says, "I'm drinking on my depression. It's 9%. Oh, boy. Now they're going into more Bible verses. Hey, look, Iron Man Spartan, I read the Bible every day. Okay. Do any of you, I'm skipping over some of this ridiculousness. Do any of you do gardening?
Drunken one does, but he's not here.
I mow the lawn every couple of weeks. Does that count?
I used to. The old house I lived in, but this house I ain't got enough backyard to do gardening.
I ate a garden salad for lunch.
All right, now they're just going. Let me just see. I'm going to skip. They're going over, but talking about making wine out of carrots. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Jean-Pierre says, "Hey, fellas," and everybody, and then Jeremy says, "Hi, Jean. Stouts are awesome, and I like them as well," says Metalhead. And then Wishbone says, "Somebody please help me. I need an." Okay. Let's see. Going on. Bucky Dent says, "I'm drinking a strawberry kettle sour from Natchez Brewing." Oh yeah, I love that beer. Hey Jean, Old Milwaukee Ice and a PBR extra for me. Old Milwaukee Ice. Wish I could get that in Louisiana. Jeremy said, "I need to try more Polish beer." And then they're saying,
This Jeremy guy won't shut up, will he?
Now they're talking about rock bands. Metalhead said, "Not drinking until later tonight. I like all beers from lager to Pilsner, porters to stouts, IPA, pale ale, malt liquor, whiskey, and some other craft beer."
Jay, is that Michael that's on the screen? Me in another iteration, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and then Jeremy skipped out. Now he's got another.
Yeah, something that going on. Something weird.
I got bounced off or something.
You know what?
Are we playing musical chairs? What's going on?
I know I made a lot of bad comments in the chat, but come on, you have to boot me for it.
No, I don't know what happened.
Okay, I want to check to see if I'm still here.
Mine is now squared.
I never touched anything. I was too busy reading the comments, so I don't know. Sometimes these things kind of like crash, you know.
Thank you, Google.
Now there's a space between Bumpy and Jeremy. I think it's cool.
It's because Bumpy's so big.
Yeah, I need more room.
Talking about that's fine. Well, I mean, you say it's a rock and roll thing, but I mean, I can show some evidence that it really does have some bad things. But well, I don't want to get into all that. All right, but anyway, who left?
The other thing that had my name on.
His doppelganger.
That's right.
Michael the Third left.
Michael doppelganger.
It's the
All right.
dark matter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you know these things.
You see the Jeremy over here? This is the one that was doing all the chatting over there.
These things tend to happen.
It's locked. Nope. Now it's.
Now he's gone. He's gone. I'm glad you booted him.
Shucks.
That damn other Jeremy, the dark matter Jeremy is gone.
He's bad on that chat, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, somebody needs to tell that guy to shut up.
I'm trying to keep it alive.
I couldn't boot anybody. I was so busy reading comments. All right. Well, anyway, it was a very exciting, informative, and outstanding hangout, and we're gonna get off now of this.
I didn't hear one cuss word.
No,
I didn't hear one cuss.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, last time I think I got a little belligerent, and I apologize.
Oh,
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah, you
did
said
Cookie
it
Monster.
naughty.
Can we do Oscar? Can we do Oscar the Grouch now? Maybe there's some cussing that comes out of that.
We have a lot of people watching, and it was a great hangout. And we did strong lagers, which can mean almost anything. You know, the possibilities are endless. And then next month we're going to talk about
Strong redheads.
They will hit you good.
Strawberry something.
Yeah.
Next month, first Wednesday of the month.
next month, the first of the month, we're going to talk about. It could be on Eric's channel because he could just say all of a sudden say, "Oh, I'm not doing band practice." But it's going to be rating and scoring beer. You know, evaluating beer. Talking about that. That would be a fascinating topic. And then August, we'll go into strong ale, which. If you can't get a strong ale, you're just telling a lie. You know you can get one. Talk about 5.5 and above. I mean, who in the world can't get that? And then, we'll think of something for the upcoming months.
All right. So when you say strong ale, you just mean anything that's an ale above 5.5, not the actual strong ale. Okay.
I don't mean the style strong ale. I mean, an ale that is strong.
Right.
Johnny Neely is giving Michael a hard time. Michael said, strong lagers in Narragansett. Oh, that's cool. But don't feel bad, Michael, because I got people ribbing me about stuff that happened years ago. Michael says, I'm cool.
He's perfectly content over there with his Narragansett.
He wanted to know, but he was asking me offline, did you know where... Do you know how to drive to the George Washington Bridge?
He almost said on that one.
And then he said, "Let's go, man!" Anyway. I am wondering where Ronnie last night he was going to join this.
He may still be beside the pool.
Remember last night he said,
that was I left in the comments that Ronnie and I would have a big surprise because we both had doppelgangers. Damn it, doppelbox.
Yeah,
doppelgangers.
I love
that was me and Michael earlier.
What now? And then he didn't show up.
Yeah. Ronnie was all excited about his doppelbox that he had, and
I don't know where he's at.
He's on vacation, so he's probably.
Maybe him and Alex got in the wrong chat.
Cack. No, I said
him and Alex are in the same chat together.
Yeah. Where's everybody at?
No, I sent a very clear link. You saw that it was on Beer Talk, and I sent the link in the International Beer Review Guild. Well, that's
where
it.
all the studs hang out, man.
Big timers. Big timers. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have to go now and be a big timer elsewhere.
Right.
So, In other words, I have to get the clothes out the dryer.
Yeah, he's got to pay the light bill.
No, I literally have to get clothes out the dryer because I don't want them to get wrinkled. All right. Well, thanks, folks, for watching this video production. And stay tuned because tomorrow morning, early, and I mean early, at dawn, we've got a blended Scotch taste challenge. And I hope it's not a catastrophic calamity fiasco like John and Neil watched Tuesday.
Yeah, that was hard to watch, man.
What's the taste challenge?
I felt your pain.
Taste
It's
challenge.
like drinking at the break of dawn.
Well, I mean,
wrong.
Tasting.
I do Dawn Buster's taste challenges. I didn't say it was a drinking challenge.
Oh no, you're still putting alcohol to the lips.
What is the 2 whiskeys there, Ron?
No, that's a project I'm working on. The 2 whiskeys, Denver House Green Plaid versus Clan McGregor.
Oh.
And if anybody wants to join, come on in. All right. Inver House Green Plaid, Clan McGregor, 5:30 a.m. Eastern. Central Standard Time. All right. So, oh yeah, I think Clan McGregor's gonna kick its butt. Tell you the truth. Oh heck! All right.
I don't have no more Inver House left.
That's a pretty good little Scotch whiskey, I gotta say. Johnny Neely's talking about getting some, and we're doing an examination. I think he was mentioning that, right?
Yeah, next time I go to Peachtree City, I'm gonna look for it, along with a few other things. I'm not working as much in Peachtree City, so every chance when I do go out there, I have to double now, last longer.
Oh man, gotta make a big haul.
Yep.
All right, well, get ready. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming, folks. Thanks for watching this video production. Y'all come
Thanks
on
for having us, man.
a lot of different stages.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, and even more so, thanks for joining us.